Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Thief Gold. So last time we got the last of the 4 talismans, the Talisman of Air, by posing as a Hammerite. Very unique mission and concept, for this game at least. And now, as you might expect, it is time for us to grab the eye and get our payment from Constantine. So last mission of the game? Well, let's find out.
With the talismans, I'll be able to break the wards on the cathedral. It's time for me to retrieve the eye and bring it to Constantine. Last time I was here, the eye was inside, in plain sight on the main altar. I just have to grab it and leave. But that won't necessarily be easy if the place is as haunted as it looked before. So if things get tough, there is another way out. Through the gate in the cloister, behind the cathedral. The sooner this ordeal is over with, the better. When I get paid for this job, I'm gonna retire in style.
Alright, very simple premise. We need to grab the eye and leave. No matter the difficulty. This is one of the few missions where there's absolutely no loot objective. There is still a lot of loot to be had, and I'll try to get as much as I can. If only because it might help. Actually, no. The next mission... The loot we get in here won't really help us for the next mission, but I'm still gonna try to get as much as I can, because, I mean, Thief is the name of the game after all. But yeah, let's take a look at the map. And also get ready first. I'm gonna grab some flash bombs, some water arrows, healing potions, and honestly fire arrows. Since we're gonna be dealing with a lot of undead this mission. It's another one of those missions, yes. Unfortunately, pretty much the last 4 missions of the game are not really combat-centric. That is not really the correct term to use, because you're not forced into the combat, but it feels like you have no choice, especially if you're playing this game for the first time. But yeah, or should I get the mines, actually? You know what? I think the mines are gonna be more useful for us. And rope arrows are good. I mean, broadheads are kind of useless, admittedly, but... Oh wait, how much is a noisemaker? Oh, that's very expensive. Yeah, let's get 4 broadheads, why not? Alright, and yeah, here's the map. This is the map of the cathedral area. This is all that we have at our disposal. We start from the outside. We need to enter it. And there's... Behind the cathedral, there's actually several buildings of note that we need to visit as well. And not just for loot, but as you might expect, this mission is actually not a rehash of the previous mission, the previous cathedral mission. It's actually focused entirely on the cathedral itself. So we won't really be exploring the rest of the old quarter or having to go through the entire mission of the old quarter, but do it backwards. We are only gonna be in this area. So yeah, and honestly, I kind of like this mission. I think this is the last of the like haunted quote-unquote missions that I actually really enjoy. All right, so let's put our talismans in.
So you are returned with the talismans, clever man. I did not think it likely that you would succeed.
You should have more faith in me, Mr. I. I'm the Master Thief Garrett, after all. Though these be perhaps the final moments of our beloved cathedral and my immortal life, I shall faithfully chronicle it to the end. A great evil magic hath befallen us, and we battle with demonkind on all sides. Our own fallen brethren rise from death and turn on us. Cold light a flame in their eyes. Our mighty doors availed us not, for the assault was from within. Soon I shall be found and slain like the others. May the Builder save our souls. So as we already knew from previous missions, a big catastrophic, a cataclysmic event happened, and the eye has something to do with it. And we're just going to deliver this powerful artifact to a rich nobleman who, mind you, is into magic in the occult. So clearly we're not gonna get paid after this. Question is, to what extent are we going to mess everything up? We're gonna find out next time, which is gonna be tomorrow. Okay, so there's a zombie upstairs. I usually like to dispose of this guy with 3 flash bombs. That's why I took them. I mislike the wisdom that so many of the mechanical systems in the compound doth rely upon the proper functioning of the machine room in the cathedral cellar. Our enemies might attempt sabotage, turning our short sight against us. Let us set about re-engineering such that each mechanical system is powered by more local equipment. That is a hint that the generator that powers like the lights and stuff inside of the cathedral is in the basement. And we need to get there anyway at some point. So might as well do it early. Now there's a crap ton of haunts on the lower level, which is why I took the mines. So let me try to do this. Okay, why is he not going where he should be? Come on! That is perfect! Explode! Okay, nice. Oh, and I think... Oh, he doesn't know where I am. I can snipe him, though. The zombies are gonna be a problem, however, because I have no way to dispose of them. At least they're slow, so I should just be able to outrun them. But I need to kill this one last haunt. I think he might be coming for me. Usually they actually spot you very easily and they come up here and get you. So that's what I'm kind of banking on right now. Yep, there we go. Alright, come at me, bro. Oh, crap. Damn, this guy had a lot of health. He took a mine and a broadhead arrow in 2 hits with the sword. Damn. Okay, here come the zombies, so I'm just gonna outrun these guys now. I'm gonna go this way instead. You can actually break these boards, as weird as it sounds. This is... I think... Actually, no, there are a few boards that you can also break in the Lost Sea... no, not the... Yeah, the first Cathedral mission. There's a few boards that you can break there as well, but... It's not a very often used mechanic, oddly enough. Inside of this room we have another note. When attending public services, some members of the congregation have made entry through the cloister gate. The proper way for the public to access the grounds is through the cathedral gate. Access to the city via the cloister gate doth exist for the convenience of members of the order only. So that is basically the way we can escape from this madhouse. Now why not just leave through the front door? Well, you'll find out soon enough.
You have attained your prize. Can you escape with your skin?
I don't like the sound of that. Oh, let's see if we can.
Leaving so soon? I think that would be too easy. These doors I sealed once again. You have to find another way.
Now, how am I going to get out of here?
Yep, through the cloister gate. That is how, Mr. Garrett. Now, there is actually a piece of loot in this room. I'll show it to you in a second. Just need to pick the lock first. Any moment now. There we go. There's a piece of loot here, but there is also a necklace up on these ledges, and there's only one way to get up there. And again, this is something exclusive to this mission that has never been used before or since, I think, in any official thief campaign. And that is stacking boxes. You can actually stack a couple of boxes and climb on top of them to get to that. Now, of course, the zombies are gonna be in the way of me doing that, because the boxes are in those rooms and the zombies there. There's also a note. Brother Gerard, the behavior we have repeatedly seen exhibited is surely most troublesome. The eye hath been moved once again to the vault in the cellar. This eve, please you post 2 sentinels to guard it. Thus we shall determine how it is that we find it floating over the high altar each morn. Magic, that's how. But yeah, no matter how hard you try... Oh, actually... Well, that is something I genuinely didn't know. Okay, that makes it super easy. You can actually climb on top of the door. That makes sense. Yeah, you learn something new every day. Normally just stack a bunch of boxes here, but yeah, there's a necklace here in this darkened corner. Very easy to miss piece of loot. Oh, crying out loud. Come on, man. Why you gotta be like this? Okay, here, there's also a ghost here. Let's get rid of him. If you just keep spamming your sword, he'll be stunned like this. I don't think I ever mentioned this, but that is a very effective way to fight these guys. Because unlike the zombies, they actually disappear after they take enough damage. Alright, I'm gonna go back up here because there's still more stuff to be found. I need my rope arrow. Because if you look up, you see there's this raft and some doors. Let's see what's up here. This is the bell tower again. We have a diamond. Very nice. An unlocked door. Containing... I bet the suspense is killing you right now. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the lockpicking minigame in the first 2 games. I think the 3rd game did it way better. Unpopular opinion, but... Yeah, so we have this body here that looks slightly different. If you pick him up, it will say Brother Martello. This will become relevant later. I'm gonna do this right now to save on time. But normally you're supposed to not know what to do with these guys and just leave them up here if you encounter them. But I'm gonna drop them down there. And there's another body that we need to get as well, and that one is actually in the cellar. And over here we just have some loot. And here at the attic, there's this locked door. And we can't actually open this, we need to get the key. So we will be doing that eventually, because there is something very important behind that door. Okay, and all the way down here is the cellar. This is our next stop. Here we have a zombie and also a ghost. Done. Okay, and over here is the wine cellar, or the wine cellar portion of the cellar, I guess. And this is where we're actually gonna find the other body that we need. Or will need in the future. I can probably barely see. I apologize for that. I should have turned on the lights. You can actually do that. But yeah, here we go. And this is Brother Renaud. Right, so let's get him out of here. There's still more loot to be had down here, so I will be coming back here after I'm done moving this guy. I'll move him over there for now. Now, stepping on water, this is something that the game doesn't teach you very well. Actually makes as much noise as the very loud surfaces like gravel, marble, tiles, and metal. So you gotta be careful down here, not to alert the zombie. Here we have a piece of loot, and also a trap. I'm pretty sure if you step right in front of it, you can clearly tell that there's a different texture here, and yeah, that'll fall on top of you and kill you instantly. Another candlestick there, and I think there's a safe somewhere as well. Yeah, down here there's a safe with some more loot. A silver nugget, some coins, and there's nothing in the safe. I don't even know why that's a thing. I think it's supposed to be a furnace, not a safe. And there we go, we turned on the generator, and now we can actually turn on the power as well. And this is just a little bathroom area. So now, as you can see, the power works. I'm gonna keep it off though. Alright, let's move you upstairs. Okay, I'm not gonna move the other guy back here because there's still zombies out there. I'll do that when I have to. And here we have another ghost, but he's a friendly ghost.
Welcome to the majestic and splendid Hammer Cathedral. How pleasing to welcome new initiates into our fold. I am Brother Murus, and I will be thy spiritual guide. I see that thou art tired from your journey, so I'll leave thee be. But if thou needst my help, I can be found down in the cloister.
So, this is something that really caught me off guard the first time I played this game. Friendly ghosts. This is the only time that you ever see a friendly ghost like this, I think. Actually, there might be another instance of a friendly ghost in Thief 2, but I don't remember it at the moment. Okay, these zombies are super annoying because I can't do anything about them right now. Alright, how many? I only have 2 fire arrows. Should be enough for both of these. But there's even more zombies, and this alerted them. Great. Okay, down here, a water arrow. Okay, so he said to meet him in the cloister, so let's go. These stairs here lead to the cloister.
These stairs have seen better days.
Aha, our newest acolyte. Thou seems to have gotten thyself into some trouble, And from the looks of thee, I'd say thou art used to trouble. Well, I can help thee escape this desolate place, if thou wilt help me with something. Since thou clearly camest here to collect things, thou can start by collecting some things from me. Our brothers have rosary things, so thou'lt need some too. Thou canst borrow mine. I think I left them in my room. I remember that it was so nice to look out over the fountain in the garden. So, be a good lad and bring me my rosary.
Kind of annoying how that ghost kind of ruined that little conversation, but yeah. So this guy, we basically need to do some chores for him now. We need to aid the ghost of Brother Murus in order to escape. I mean, he's our best bet, basically, so we're gonna be an errand boy for a while. But there is a reason why he wants all this stuff. It's not just, oh, you're a new acolyte and you need this stuff. Like, he's actually aware that he's dead. And he isn't just, like, saying this because he thinks that it's still, like, normal times and you're actually a new acolyte. Okay, so here are 2 pieces of loot that are relatively easy to miss in the kitchen. Right over here we have a potion readable. The priests shall no longer doubt their decision to give me allowance to convert the unused storage room in the winter tunnels into an alchemy laboratory. This day my research hath yielded much, as I have created a most useful explosive device. It is my belief that in times of war we will be able to use such explosives to force open the gates of strongholds of our foes. This is important. The device is quite dangerous, so I have stored it in the armory in the Cathedral attic. So that's that door that we couldn't unlock, and as you might expect, we need this device in order to escape. And there is actually a way to get there. Spoiler alert, you get the key from Brother Muris. Okay, so I think that's all the loot on the first floor. I don't think there's any loot on the second floor, but that is where we find his rosary. Also, each of these buildings here, this is St. Joris, and it's basically the living quarters. Each of these buildings has this like sort of altar room with some very useful arrows. Get out of my face. This area is always very annoying because of all the zombies. Sometimes they can trap you in doorways. It's really, really frustrating. Yeah, okay, I think that's the only piece of loot up here. But we still need the rosary. He said that he remembers there being a view to the well in the garden. Or like the pool or whatever it's called. And yeah, this is that room. There's actually a view to the garden pool from here. So we got the rosary. It was in that locked chest. So now we should be good to go. Let's leave before we get killed. Get out of my face, you stupid bastard. Oh my god. This is so annoying. I really hate this area. This is probably my least favorite area in this map. Because of all the stupid zombies. And all these rooms are pretty much empty. Oh, great. Taking so much stupid damage. Right, hopefully they don't find their way over here.
Aha, what a wonderful looter thou art. Thou hast found my rosary. I have some other things for thee to do as well. I needs for thou to get a holy symbol. This place is not as holy as it once was, I'm afraid, so thou might have a hard time finding one. Thou canst always make one for thyself in the Tenor factory. We do it all the time and praise the builder for his works.
Alright, so now we need to make a holy symbol. So if we take a look at our map again. So St. Joris is where we were and where we got the rosary, and that's basically the sort of barracks. That's where everybody used to reside. St. Tenor's is where we're gonna get the holy symbol, and it's essentially like a factory where they make holy symbols out of molds and hammers and other stuff, other equipment. St. Vale's is essentially a library, and St. Geno's is kind of hard to explain. It's kind of like a research place, and there's like a observatory. It's kind of weird. I don't really understand the purpose of it. And of course there's also a cemetery. Here, this area is actually very dangerous because there's a lot of haunts that patrol here. Haunts and zombies. And there's literally no way for us to deal with any of them except, well, we can deal with the haunts, but the zombies are really such a nuisance in this mission because you're not giving any holy water. So you just have to outrun them. I think there's a total of 3 haunts that patrol this area. So I'm gonna kill all of them because this will actually become an objective later on in the mission. There's gonna be an objective to get rid of all the haunts. Okay, and we have to fight this guy. Oh wait, there's 2 of them? Okay, there's actually 4 of them. Okay, that is annoying. I get out of my way, you stupid freaking zombies. Can I please climb? Thank you. Okay, and this is why you need broadhead arrows. This is gonna be very easy now. Let me also drink a potion. Now, the thing is, these guys have a lot of health, so it's gonna take a lot of arrows to kill them. Which is why broadheads are honestly not that useful for the only thing where you can use them, which is the combat missions. They're kinda crappy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna run out before I can kill this guy, so I'll have to jump in to finish the job with my blade. Or I could just do this. There we go. But it can't be asked anymore. Come on, get out of there, you stupid zombie. God, these doors are so slow as well. Oh, and I hate how they automatically close on you. Okay, we gotta be quick here. Okay, so here, step 1, position one of the modes on the 4 pegs in front of the smelting cauldron. Step 2, push the lever back to close the mode. Step 3, pull the right lever forward to tip the cauldron. When the gouge on the wall indicates that the mode is full, tip the cauldron back up by pushing the right lever back. You don't actually have to do step 3, by the way, it does it automatically after some time. And step 4, pull the left lever forward to open the mode, remove the newly manufactured item. Builder be praised. So that's how this works. You can manufacture a door handle, which is useless, a pickaxe, which is useless, a chisel, which is useless, a hammer, that is the holy symbol, that is what we need. Okay, wait for it to close and tip the cauldron. And we can also make a key as well, and I don't remember if this is the... I think this is the cemetery key, but I'm not entirely sure. Okay, as you can see, the gouge fills up, but if you just leave it, it'll automatically tip the cauldron. And then you can open it. And there's the holy symbol. Okay, now let's also make the key. Go. Alright, I'm actually also gonna grab something else from here as well that we're gonna need. Just so we don't have to come back here and deal with these stupid zombies. If we climb up to the 2nd floor here, there is first of all another easy to miss piece of loot right behind this thing here. There's a silver nugget. In this room we have some arrows, I think. Yep, some fire arrows, very useful right now actually. And then if we follow this, it will lead us to a shaft leading to this backyard area. And if we climb up, loot and a candle. The candle is another item that we need for Brother Mures. If we don't do this now, he's just gonna tell us, oh, I don't need my candle, and I think I last used it in the backyard of St. Tenor's. So yeah, we're just saving on some time here by doing this.
Excellent. With that holy symbol, thou art truly a novice of the order. Confound it, I seem to have misplaced my prayer book. Novice, please go get it for me. It's called the Prayer of Consecration. I don't have any idea where I was last reading it.
I like how unhelpful that hint is, if you can even call it that. So, I'll give you a spoiler, the book is actually at St. Vale's, but we're gonna go to St. Geno's first, because there's some stuff here. This stupid zombie! You know what? Screw this. Where's my fire arrows? I picked up some. Here we go. How did it not kill you? Come on! Oh. I hate zombies. I'm so glad that zombies are pretty much extinct in the 2nd game. Okay, some loot here. Right, if we come this way, there is... Crap. Thank God we turned on the power, so the elevator works. I mean, even if it didn't, we could just use raw panels to climb up here, but elevator is quicker and easier. Okay, key. That is actually the cemetery key. I don't know what the other key that we made is. We're also gonna go to the cellar because there is some stuff down here as well. If you recall that note, there is an alchemy lab of sorts. down in the lower levels of this building. Would be nice to visit. There is also a piece of loot here, behind that annoying zombie. Who is apparently glitched. Okay, that is actually good for me. I don't know why he's glitched, but... normally he just goes after me, but... I'm not complaining. Okay, now here's something that... I don't know if the guy actually tells you this. I think he does, because I think I remember him telling me this the first time I played. The holy symbol, I wish he told this to you beforehand, but the holy symbol is pretty much useless until you bless it. You find this out via a note in what was it again? Saint Vales. But we're here right now, so we might as well do it. This is the lunar pool, and all I have to do is dump it in there. And there we go, now it's red, which means that it's blessed. So we have to do this as well. The Master Builder doth surely gaze favorably upon our crusade to subjugate the wild forces of nature with his tools built in his name. Here in this tower with these optic machines, I have learned much about the movements of the lights the Builder has set above. The divine power of the moon and stars hath been focused into a pool of water, which I named the lunar pool. I had hoped the water would show the same properties as holy water, but it doth not. However, it must hold the Builder's grace, for it doth bestow the Builder's blessing upon holy symbols immersed in the pool. I shall investigate this further, drawing forth knowledge for the glory of the Builder. Rather a note. Yeah, so... that note also reveals that there is a reason to be up here and deal with this lunar pool. And here's something really cool. You can actually open this, and with New Dark's climbing ability, Mantling, you can actually get out of bounds, which is honestly kind of amusing. And this way you can not only see the admittedly quite beautiful skybox, but also how the game handles like culling and stuff, like how it unloads objects that are not in your view or are far away. It's very cool. But you can easily get soft lock up there, so I'm gonna jump back down. Again, if you ever played this game for yourselves, then I highly recommend you do. You should check that out. Right, and down here is where the alchemy lab should be. There is another really annoying zombie down here that we have to avoid. Yeah, he's there. And right here we have, I'm pretty sure, our last haunt that we have to kill. Now, I always killed the haunts, even on my first playthrough, because I really hate dealing with them and like sneaking past them. So I genuinely did not know that this actually becomes an objective later on. But yeah, once this haunt is dead, there is a silver nugget and a diamond here. As well as a healing potion. And there is more stuff down here as well. There's actually a secret that only gets revealed to you after you do some stuff for Brother Murus, but I'm gonna show it to you right now. Just because we're already down here. Yeah, so right here, that top corner is slightly discolored. If you press it, it's actually a button, and it opens up the secret area here with the only piece of holy water in the entire map. As well as a mine and some other useful things. Alright, I'm out of here. That is everything from down here. And this will take us to the bathhouse, I believe. Does it? Oh no, this is a different area. Huh. Oh, this is St. Vales. Perfect. This is where we need to be. Alright, so here we have that note that tells us what we need to do with the holy symbol. Kindle, thou art a naive novice at times. The craftsmanship of the holy symbol thou hast created is not flawed. Thy problem is that a mere initiate such as thyself cannot perform the blessing that implores the builder to transform thy symbol from simple metal into a holy artifact. I would suggest thou ask one of the priests to bless thy holy symbol for you, or it will be of no use. If thou art embarrassed, thou couldst visit the observatory at the top of the tower in St. Genos and talk to Brother Renaud. He knows of another way to instill holy symbols with the builder's blessing. That's what we already did. And the book that we need is up here. Right there. The Prayer of Consecration. O Master Builder, we ask thee to bless our brother who hath died in thy service. Forgive him the transgressions of his living days, and look with favor on his work in thy name. Plumb and plain, fire and forge, purify his spirit, and draw from him all which does not meet thy plan. Take him to serve with thee in thy home, where he may rest in peace eternal. So, evidently, this guy wants us to basically free his soul. I mean, fair enough. Like, this is probably the only opportunity in the next, like, century or so for him, so why not use it, am I right? And we need to escape, so it's like a mutual thing. And here's the cloister gate, this is what we need to blow up. Now, I'm pretty sure that in Dune Dark there is actually a way to climb through that, like, small opening. I think if you, like, stack up some boxes on here, or, like... there is a way. I don't remember how to do it exactly, though, but I know that there is a way to actually skip the door, which speedrunners use, but I forget how it's performed because I'm not a speedrunner. Okay, I'm also gonna go over here to show you the bathhouse, which is right here. You can also access this from the winter tunnels down below. There's a toilet there, but more importantly, some water arrows. And that just leads around. Alright, let's speak with this guy.
Who would have thought back then that an unsavory character such as thyself could be my salvation? Thank thee for getting that book for me. I see that thou hast all of the items we need to perform the ritual of consecration. Meet me at my grave in the cemetery.
I'm actually gonna use some holy water here, because it's gonna be, as you might expect, a lot of zombies in the cemetery. Okay, also that key that we modded is the wine cellar key, apparently. I like to kill these guys every time, because we're gonna be spending a lot of time in the cemetery, so... Had to waste the second one as well. I was hoping to save that for the Cathedral area, because there's still gonna be some zombies that are gonna annoy me there. Alright, before we approach Brother Muris, there is some loot to be had here. There's a total of, I think, 3 of these tiny little golden hammers in front of some graves. There's one there, I think there's one here. And yeah, you can probably guess that we have to bury the other 2 blocks here after we're done as well. This guy is just so needy. Like, I understand that he wants to escape and this is like his first and only opportunity, but he also wants me to bury his friends and to kill all the Haunts later on as well. It's just so annoying. But yeah, I can never remember where the last hammer is.
Let us begin, my friend. Wave the rosary over my tombstone. Now place the candle on my tombstone. Read the prayer of consecration.
O Master Builder, we ask thee to bless our brother who hath died in thy service. Forgive him the transgressions of his living days, and look with favor on his works in thy name. Plumb and plain, fire and forge, purify his spirit, and draw from him all which does not meet thy plan. Take him to serve with thee in thy home, where he may rest in peace eternal.
Touch my tombstone with the holy symbol. At last, my prayers have been answered. My soul is finally free. Acolyte, thou hast saved me from eternal unrest. But I need thee to help my friends from life as well. I've prepared their final resting places for them, but I need thee to place their bodies in their graves. The first is Brother Renaud. He died in the cellar of the cathedral. Please, go get his body and place it in his grave.
Okay, so Brother Renaud is the first one. He died in the cellar, so he's the guy we picked up from the cellar. Let's go back to the cathedral and get him. And I'm pretty sure I've killed all the Haunts, so he won't even mention that. But if you don't kill all the Haunts, after you place these 2 bodies in their graves, he's gonna be like, I'm afraid this place isn't holy and I can't leave until it is holy again, so you have to kill everyone. It's a cool concept. I don't mind the mission, I just hate the zombies. Really, the zombies are the only nuisance because you have almost no way of dealing with them until literally the end of the mission. And sneaking past zombies is annoying because they're so slow. Like, guards and other enemies move fast, so sneaking past them isn't as annoying. Okay, Brother Renault's grave was here. Gonna use the speed trick.
I do not know who thou art, but by thy hand I can finally depart this earth and go to the builder's home. It is only fitting that I reward thee. In the winter tunnels beneath the cloister, seek thee a room with a mural on one of the walls. In the upper right-hand corner of this mural, spy out a hidden button. Press that button. Thou hast what thou wilt find there, and my full thanks. Farewell.
Please bury Brother Martello. He died in the cathedral attic.
So we already opened the room in that behind that mural, and it had the holy water. But yeah, when I first played this, I was like, oh, at least that's something. Even though I don't think I even went to actually grab it, I just kept it in mind for my next playthrough. Because I was so fed up. Like, the first time you play this mission, it really isn't all that fun. Because you already know the layout, so you can't really flee from the zombies as effectively. And again, sneaking past zombies is not fun. It's not as fun as sneaking past intelligent and fast enemies. Just trying to speed this up a bit. I don't know why he's all the way over there. Sometimes he glitches out. He's supposed to be here.
Thou hast been a great help to me, friend, and I owe thee great thanks. I wish I could give thee the key to the cloister gate, but that is long lost. Take this key instead. It opens the armory in the attic. There is something up there that a crafty person like thee will find useful. I go now to my rest. Once again, I thank thee.
Alright, and now we can get that explosive device that was mentioned in one of the notes. And finally blow open the cloister gate and get the hell out of this mess. Now, what is interesting is that you remember how I said that they added the fire shade, like that fire enemy that is basically has infinite health, and when you damage him with water arrows you get some fire arrows, or even damage him normally, but water arrows are the most effective. You actually get some fire arrows, so that way you can never like soft lock yourself in certain situations. Well, you actually need a fire arrow to trigger this explosive device. And there's no fire shade here. I don't know if the devs just forgot to do that, but that is the only fire arrow that you get from this. So if you actually end up wasting that on a zombie, which is actually likely because they're so annoying, you're basically gonna softlock yourself. Now, again, there is a way to actually escape without needing this explosive device, but you really have to go out of your way to look that up, and I'm pretty sure even the devs themselves didn't know that. So this is a massive overlook by them. I guess they were just lucky that there is a way to actually skip the cloister gate via glitch. Otherwise, yeah, you could easily softlock yourself here, even in the gold edition, because they forgot to put a fire shade. And a fire shade would make sense too, because it's like a supernatural / undead ghostly enemy. So maybe they could have put him in the down below in the winter tunnels, but whatever. Beware, this object is a powerful explosive device. Only authorized demolitions personnel should employ it. Place close to the target gate or portcullis. Trigger the device with fire. Take adequate cover before detonating. Note, the explosion is not of sufficient power to destroy walls. Be sure to target gates and other weak structures. So I guess that's another way you can actually softlock yourself in this mission. If you waste the device and it doesn't like fail you, I don't think. So you're just gonna end up softlocked. And I actually had that happen to me. Thankfully, I was already used to like quick saving, but one time, even though I placed it right up against the gate wouldn't open. It only happened once. I don't know how to replicate it, but yeah, it was kind of weird. Preferably, I think what I did is I put it like over here somewhere in the corner and it didn't trigger. Make sure to put it in the middle, just like that, to ensure that it doesn't glitch out. And of course, also quick save, because you can pick it back up. And now if you shoot it with a fire arrow, it should open the gate. There we go.
Now you have your precious eye. What do you hope to do with me?
Sell you to the highest bidder, of course. I make money. There we go. Relatively quick mission. Honestly, a pretty good one. But the first time you play this, it can be kind of frustrating, as I said. But yeah, all we had to do was grab the eye, aid the ghost of Brother Murus in order to escape and leave the cathedral area. Save. We did not get all the loot. I wonder where I missed loot. Huh. 7 hours, almost 8 hours of playtime so far. Alright, and yeah. Next time, which is going to be tomorrow, we're actually going to give the eye to Constantine and receive our payment. Game over? Well, we'll find out. Thank you very much for watching and have a good one. Bye-bye.